Dear friends and listeners, solo pod today. So, our trash was an outlier last week. We threw away a bunch of stuff. We culled the herd. We winnowed down, and we wanted to clean up as much as possible for Grandma Tien. So, we have a garbage can. It's a nice size. A normal week, we fill it up a third, maybe 40%. It's mostly empty. We've got a couple white bags. The recycling bin is almost always full, but it's medium size, and you throw a couple of bags of recycled stuff in there, and it's full. Two bags. If it requires a third, I have to push it down, push it real good. So last week we threw away Frankie's old perch, which is about 2 feet high. And then on top of that, we threw away our old toaster oven, which is about a foot high. So 3 feet right away was taken up, and the trash receptacle is about 4.5, 5 feet high. So right away, 3 feet is taken up, and you can't push stuff around. Push it down on the corners. I mean, I suppose you could, but I didn't. So the trash bin started piling up quickly. And like I said, we had a ton of trash to impress Grandma Tien. And normally I would have thrown Frankie's perch and the toaster oven just on the ground in the garage, and then dealt with it on trash day. We throwed it on the top. It's heavy, and pushed it down. But I didn't want Grandma Tien to see those items. So I threw them right in the trash. Took up heck of volume. And Grandma Tien was in our garage for about 5 seconds. That's where we walked through to get into our condominium. So the trash was overflowing. It was full by Tuesday. It was completely full. Recycling was completely full. So I did the thing of any more trash, I put it on top. So when I put out our trash can on trash day, it was piling, it was overflowing. The lid couldn't close flush as it always does with our garbage. So on trash day, my routine is I check Carolyn's trash, and then I take out our kitchen trash, recycling, and the kids' bathroom trash, which includes Frankie's duty for the week. Thanks, Frankie Blue. So I got all that, and there was no room in our garbage can, our main garbage can, and there was no room in the recycling. So I just threw that refuse into our neighbor's can, and I have zero regrets. And Carolyn said, do it at night so you don't get seen, so you don't get caught. And I was like, no, I got nothing to hide. Ain't no shame in my game. I don't care. People throw stuff in our trash all the time. And the marauders, the unhoused, Knights of the Open Road, they go through all of our trash at our condominium. I've gone out there at 5:30 to take out the trash, and they're just on their bike ripping apart the top trash bag in recycling and regular trash. And they have a bike, and they have a little cart so they can carry whatever they find. But it's a scene, man. It's wild. It's reckless abandon. It's bedlam. It's mass hysteria. It's dogs and cats living together. And so this one time I thought, whatever. I'll just throw our trash into our neighbor's trash, and it's fine. And I don't do it. Well, I've never done it. But I won't say I'll never do it again. It was necessary, rare occurrence, and we're sorry. But that's what I did, and more people do it all the time. I don't. Sometimes I'll take our trash out right when I open it, I don't recognize our trash. I know our trash bags. I know our trash. Okay. And so I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And some people have the overflowing carts like we did last week, but I don't know it's weird, man. Trash is weird, and nobody really wants to talk about it or deal with it because the mainstream media is scared of what's really going on. I also wiped a laptop this weekend. My old laptop, the screen was literally separating from the chassis, the carcass of the main, like where the keyboard is. So I initially I was just like, oh, well, I bought a new laptop. Carolyn needs a laptop to work from home a couple days a week. And I just wanted a new laptop because it was becoming you would close it and be like crunch. It was coming apart at the seams. It was working fine. It was working. The software was fine. The audio, the video, all that jazz. It was swimming along. But yeah, it was not pleasant to deal with, and it was just a matter of time before it completely came apart. So I wiped it, factory reset Windows on that laptop. Initially I just put it off to the side. I was like, well, if I need it, it's here. But I just got tired of looking at it. And so clutter, rid myself of clutter, even though it's about an inch thick. I wiped it clean and I put it downstairs in the garage on a shelf. Speaking of laptops, so Grandpa Curtis, needed, probably more wanted a laptop. Okay, whatever. He goes to Best Buy and he buys a laptop. I'm like, okay. And my mom's telling me this story. I'm like, all right, whatever. He bought a laptop. $1,600 laptop. $1,600 laptop. I was like, what the frick? Are you insane? And I thought, unless he's like playing some high end gaming or he's editing like some high res 4K video, or he's doing CGI for the latest frickin' Marvel movie, $1,600 laptop is completely out of bounds. He doesn't need that. He watches Netflix. He plays silly games like the roulette games or whatever. The silly the games that take up barely any resource on rando websites. I was like, what the heck are you? What the? I was upset. My parents are old. They're not into technology, like I am. And I was just taken aback. I was aghast. I am so pissed that this Best Buy idiot would sell Grandpa Curtis a $1,600 laptop. I mean, I could just see him. He saw my Grandpa Curtis's prey, and he took Grandpa Curtis for a ride, and he probably got a fat check off the commission. But that is completely ridiculous. The current laptop I'm talking to right now costs $460, right around there, and it's more than I need. So I was like, Mom, please take it back. And she's like, oh, well, he bought it months ago. And I was like, no. I said, Mom, just please consult me. Just ask me. I will find you a lovely $500 laptop that will be whiz-bang high-tech gadgetry and do everything Grandpa Curtis needs and more. And he got Microsoft Office on it. And I was like, why? Office is fine when your company is paying for your seat, for your license. But there's so many free alternatives. I'm on Google Docs. It's 100% free, and it does everything I need. The Word, you open Word, and it's like, what the? You use like 0.7% of Word's features and functions, so you don't need no Word. I don't need no Word. Grandpa Curtis, Best Buy. Best Buy sucks. That's why they're going out of business. I also scanned a bunch of PDFs for Grandma Tien. So when she came up to visit, she gave me a bunch of documents, a 401k, W-2, 1099, all that jazz. And Initially, I was going to go to either FedEx office or UPS store. And I know they charge a fee per page, and it can be like I remember printing out an email a few years ago, and it was over $2, and I was like, "What?" To print out an email on a piece of paper for me to log into my email, which takes about 5 seconds, and then for you to print out something on a piece of paper, that's over $2. Alrighty then. But I was like, there's got to be a better resource. So went to our local library in West Sac, Arthur F. Turner Library, information gal. I was like, do you guys have a scanner, copier, printer, dealio? And she's like, yeah. And she showed me too. She's like, just bring a USB drive, plug it in, and just scan to your heart's content, and it'll go right on there. And I was like, all right, bet. You right. And that's what I did. And it was lovely. It was quick. It was fast. It was easy. So scanned all that stuff for Grandma Tien, sending it back to her. Also emailed it to her. It's in the cloud. It's in the cloud. So she's digital. She's no longer analog with all that stuff. Because it was just getting that stuff to realtors and bank people, loan people, financial people. And my mom would be like, well, I'm coming up in 4 weeks. I'm like, Mom, just get a PDF. We just need a PDF. So I was glad I could do that. And help my mom out with that. Len's scooter is broken again. Listen, this is quite the saga. Carolyn took a 6-second video of me riding it, essentially it not working. I'm pushing the little button that triggers the motor or whatever, and it doesn't work. So it's a silly little video that I sent. Because GoTrax wants proof. They want video. They want pictures of the problem. And I've heard nothing. And it's been 3 freaking days since I've contacted them. They are ridiculous. I've gone back and forth with them for weeks and months. And it's just, I'm ready to get Lennox a bike that you pedal. I'm just over this electric scooter nonsense. Too many problems. Too many malfunctions, just too much bad can happen, and it's just a pain in the ass to get fixed. Our sound bar wasn't working, so our TV, Judy's Zone, gifted to us, the previous owner of this condominium, and she gifted it's a 50-inch LG. It's fine, but it's old, and the sound is you turn it up to 100, depending on what TV show or movie, you turn the volume up to 100, and you're still like, huh, what, huh, and we 100% of the time we watch subtitles, so we don't really need sound, but it's nice to have sound. And we watch Below Deck, best show ever in the history of broadcast television, and the reality shows, because they're not always mic'd properly, and there's people talking and yelling at the same time most of the time, and they're outside, so there's wind and all that stuff. So you need sound just to kind of keep up, to enjoy the show. I bought a little sound bar from it's typical Amazon. It's a company you've never heard of. It's whatever, XCO68BBY or whatever. And I bought it, and it was fine. I mean, the remote control, you literally had to be like a foot away from the speaker for the remote control to work. But besides that, it was fine. It just bumped up the audio a little, and it worked great. But it stopped working this weekend, so I bought another soundbar, and I bought another optical cable. And so here I go. I start fiddling away. I have no idea what I'm doing. And the LG decades old technology in the TV is not helping. So I'm plugging in the optical cable. I'm plugging in the HDMI. I'm trying to get ARC going. HDMI ARC. Okay. Noah's Arc, HDMI ARC. Audio return channel. I've never done that, and I still haven't. I couldn't get it to work. And LG has this thing, some feature technology inside the television called SimpLink, and it's like, just turn on SimpLink and HDMI ARC will work, and that that did not work. Aux, Bluetooth. I was pulling my hair out, going nuts, trying to get this dang thing to work. I returned the soundbar the day after, and here's a secret. Here's something the mainstream media won't tell you. I switched the batteries because I had some old AAAs, some old musty AAAs, and then the Walmart soundbar came with some brand new AAAs, but they weren't Duracell. Okay, they were super cheap, some off-brand generic, something you never heard of. But I switched the batteries that I gave them, the old musty, crusty batteries. It's fine. I think they'll get over it. They'll get over it. But lo and behold, the old soundbar with a new optical cable, and then a sound thing that I was just glossing over. I didn't notice. I clicked it on to work. Finally, it works. Okay, we're back to good to gold to watch Below Deck. By the way, fun fact. So I'm messing around on the LG TV, and I go to the Amazon Prime Video, and I log in as Judy Zone. Like, her password is saved, her profile's in there, and I click it. I'm like, wow, I'm in Judy Zone's Amazon Prime Video. It was crazy. And then there was a John J. Zone and her husband John Zone. We think John J. Zone is John Jr. JFK Jr., oh, he's so hot. He was with Carolyn Bessette Kennedy. But that was something fun. Self-care, listen, you guys out there, I've noticed nose hairs protruding out your nostrils. Take care of that, fellas. Like, just zip, little scissors, little uh-oh, the door closed. That scared the crap out of me. I noticed that our neighbor doesn't have a welcome mat in front of his door. What kind of animals do we live with? And then the realtors who are moving, they vacated their unit. There's no one to clean up. There's been plastic trash in front of their bushes and door and stuff. So I've been cleaning it up. Aren't realtors supposed to present the best, like stage the outside and make sure there's no donut wrappers out there? But it's okay. I take it as sheriff, as my neighborhood watch program. Lennox is eating broccoli first now. So beforehand, he would eat like mac and cheese first or chicken tendies first. And then it would be Lennox versus 3 pieces of broccoli in a battle to the death. And it would take about 25 minutes. And I'd always be like, Len, just eat your broccoli first. Get it out of the way. Veggies are the worst. And then you can finish off with your chicken nuggies or your mac and cheese. Well, lo and behold, he's eating his broccoli first. And I couldn't be prouder. I said, that boy, I love that boy right there. There's many bugs since I stopped ridding our home of cobwebs and spider webs. There's many bugs stuck in cobwebs all over the place. Beetles, dead beetles, or are they crickets, right above our doorway, but it's fine, I guess. Went to Dollar Tree today, and now that I'm a Costco member, I really feel better than the Dollar Tree consumers. I just sit there like these plebeians, these peasants. I feel like Thurston Howell the Third. I'm too good for Dollar Tree. Hi, honey. And then Carolyn just got home. Oh, and Frankie's here. Frankie, are you hungry? Frankie's here. Frankie.
Can you hear it?
I don't know.
Sorry, I thought you were pooping.
How dare you?
I'll go out while you finish.
No, it's okay. I just have one more thought. Frankie. I guess he must be hungry. Costco pizza winner, but Costco pizza is a win, but they really should offer ranch. But on the other hand, you're at Costco, so honey, hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta go to aisle 3, and I'll be back with 2 8-pound bottles of Hidden Valley Ranch. Am I right? Okay, I'm outie. Peace out. Take care. Brush your hair.